Alrighty, so over the past couple of months, we've been hearing from the powers that be at HBO that they were going to be giving us a Harry Potter series based upon the books. And according to them, and I quote, they were going to give us a faithful adaptation of the iconic books. Now, recently, the boss came out to support J.K. Rowling being part of the team for the selection process for the entire series. And as a result, this has offended the woke mob. And HBO came out to defend J.K. Rowling being part of the team for the production for this particular series against the woke mob, which gave some of us some hope that they were truly going to stick to their words. But if rumors of what we've been hearing recently is anything to go by, this might not be the case, as Paapa Essiedu eyed to play Severus Snape in HBO's Harry Potter's TV shows. The British I May Destroy You actor is being eyed for a fan favorite role in the eagerly anticipated fantasy series. Now, surely this would signify a massive deviation from what was originally promised, which was to give us a faithful adaptation of the iconic books. However, if they decided to go with this brother rather than casting a white man, then it will surely change the dimensions of what made Severus Snape a fan favorite character in the first instance. Now, given some of the things that we are hearing regarding this rumor, well, it is only a rumor at this point in time, and there is no need to panic, as it were. However, there are certain things that has been said over the course of this particular article that I read that makes me wonder that there are some elements of truth to this. And given HBO's history, I will not be surprised if this is actually the case. So I want to dive right into this article, share my opinion as we go along. Also check what some of the people are saying out there on X regarding this particular information or this particular rumor. Also, feel free to share your opinion in that comment section below, and do not forget to smash the like button as you do so. I sincerely do appreciate it, and thank you very much. Now, without further ado, let's dive right into things now, shall we? The I May Destroy You actor is up for the role of Professor Severus Snape in HBO's Harry Potter TV series. Multiple sources tell The Hollywood Reporter. Sources say the actor has been offered the part, although it is not clear if the negotiations have begun in earnest. Snape, who was written as a white man, is wickedly smart and casually cruel Hogwarts potions master who comes across as the story's primary antagonist in the show's first season. And he happened to be white, which will be based upon author J.K. Rowling's 1997 debut novel, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, in which the members of the House of Slytherin were described as having explicitly pale-skinned. And if I recall very correctly, Severus Snape was a member of the House of Slytherin now, wasn't he? The role was famously played by late Alan Rickman across 8 Warner Bros. Films. God rest his soul, but Alan Rickman was, you get the picture. If Essiedu lands this role, it will also be an example of HBO's following through on its promise that the series would have a diverse cast. The film were sometimes criticized for having an entirely white core cast. Criticized by who exactly? Notice that the article doesn't say who they were criticized by. An entirely straw man argument to push their DIE agenda, and will presumably lead to a rather fresh take on the character. Ding, 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 ding. So much for sticking to a faithful adaptation of the iconic books now, ain't it? And why do you think that they are doing this? Well, it's simple. It's because they want to pander and score brownie points from modern audiences. In a statement regarding Essiedu's casting, HBO said, quote, "We appreciate that such a high-profile series will draw a lot of rumors and speculations. As we make our way through pre-production, we will only confirm details as we finalize deals." End quote. Simply put, in layman's terms, we are neither confirming nor denying that we are race-swapping Severus Snape. The series is described as a faithful adaptation of the beloved Harry Potter book series by author and executive producer J.K. Rowling. The series will feature a new cast to lead a new generation of fandom, full of fantastic details and much loved characters Harry Potter fans have loved for over 25 years. Each season will bring Harry Potter and these incredible adventures to new audiences, you mean modern audiences around the world, while the original, classic, and cherished films will remain at the core of the franchise and available to watch globally. Now they're starting to sound like Jay-Z to me because they're like, O's and they're new-ish. People like how come? Say they like my old shit, then buy my old album. Which essentially means that if you're an adult Harry Potter fan who has been watching or supporting this particular movie and this franchise for the past 25 years, well, we are still going to leave the core up for you to go and watch. So stick to watching that because in the words of Brie Larson, this upcoming series wasn't made for you. It's actually made to capture modern audiences, or according to their own words, new audiences, which we have seen historically that every time they try to pander to new audiences, they always end up alienating old audiences, which are the only audiences of the show. In any case, you guys, let's dive right into Twitter and find out what people are saying about this whole thing. So Stephanie from @Minority says, well, damn. Now, if you guys recall, Stephanie is one of the first people that posted that Snow White trailer a week and a half, or well, almost 2 weeks before Disney decided to put it on YouTube to get absolutely obliterated, seeing well over 500,000 dislike at this particular point in time to probably about 21 or 22,000 likes at this point in time. Now, Ash says, I'm so confused. Why ignore the book's description of the character? Well, it's simple. If the show happens to fail, they can simply blame it on racism, sexist, and bigotry instead of actually blaming it on poor writing if they are actually doing something outside of the scope of the IP itself. And I'm pretty sure they are going to be doing it because what I have already read from, Deadline regarding the way they were doing their selection for who will become the showrunner was they said that the people who were becoming the showrunner should put their own spin to the IP, and so that they can view whether those spin would actually be good enough for them. And knowing this woman for the kind of person that she is only based on one particular topic, and I'm talking about J.K. Rowling. She's only based when it comes to biology. Everything else about J.K. Rowling is goddamn woke, and I wouldn't be surprised if that's the direction that they want to go with this particular show. Zyda said, despite the race, Snape has to be someone with a mysterious aura, and this guy does not show any. Now, I can make a devil's argument regarding that because anybody can be made to have a mysterious aura in movies or in series. Anybody can be made up to look ugly or handsome or whatever. So that's not really much of an argument in my own personal opinion. This other person, Jonas J. Campbell, says, I guess they're going a different direction from the, quote, greasy-head, sallow-skinned Snape, which was the description that Harry Potter in the second book actually gave to Severus Snape, right? That's how he described Severus Snape. So, this other person here, Dosey Joe Canoli, says Harry Potter and the Destroyed Legacy. Exactly. Tells you all you need to know about the direction that HBO wants to go with this. They're going to destroy this pretty much like they did with Velma, pretty much like they did with many of their other shows in which they prioritize diversity, equity, and inclusivity rather than good storytelling and, actually entertaining the fans and escapism and all that jazz. Red Team Review says a lot of J.K. Rowling's newest fans are about to find out why they weren't 10 years ago. Not exactly. Not a lot of people are still J.K. Rowling fans. We are not blind to the fact that we know that she's woke on every other topic or every other issue, with the exception of biology, where she knows that men are men and women are women, and she stands by that. Everybody knows that, unless if you're a new J.K. Rowling fans. Now, this other person here, Alexander Nevermind, says the non-black fans will react positively to this. Now, I'm pretty sure you are talking about the non-black woke fans, or the non-black leftist fans, or the non-black liberal fans, because they are the only ones who self-flagellate over the fact that they were born white. They are the only people out there who hate themselves, thinking that they are inherently racist, and the only way to not be racist is to become anti-racist, as people like Ibram X. Kendi is teaching them to become, which means that they not only need to just exist as a normal person, they need to self-flagellate on every single day for being racist that they were born as. That's the crazy thing about them. These people are absolutely insane. This other person says, definitely not watching that show now, which is the feeling that a lot of people are starting to feel with these particular rumors. Cinema Shogun says, so it begins. Another person says British. And British, yeah, the British companies or the British entertainment industry are truly picking up from where the American entertainment industry left off. The American entertainment industry, I think, are still extremely woke, but some of them are starting to wake up little by little and trying to move into a different direction. Now, I know that there are some people out there who are still making the argument that Severus Snape, his ethnicity was never mentioned in the books or whatever, that all of these descriptions, you could use a black person. Well, this here was scribbled by J.K. J.K. Rowling herself as the way that she saw Severus Snape. Now, try to tell me that this nose is a black nose right here. Just tell me that this greasy hair right here is black. And this is what she had to say. Snape, as I always saw him. This was scribbled back in 1992 or 3. Although I have spent years denying that Snape is a vampire, one of those more outlandish and persistent fan theories, I must say he does look a little Count Dracula-ish in that cloak. Now, you guys tell me, Count Dracula, is it from Africa or something? Yeah, I can't argue. Case point and, you know, period, right? Done, dusted. There's no argument about it. Snape was written as a white person. There's no need for all of this race swap. I mean, you could have gotten somebody who was paler, but god damn, you went and got the blackest person that you could possibly find. I mean, the difference between this guy and Midnight is 11:59. I mean, this guy is under the bed. I mean, this guy is seen by Stevie Wonder every single day. I mean, he needs to wear a white glove for him to eat some chocolates. And these jokes are not made by me. They were made by a compatriot, a Ghanaian compatriot like Paapa Essiedu in, what's his name? Michael Blackson, about himself anyway. So definitely this guy is just as black as Michael Blackson in my own personal opinion. And yes, they definitely are trying to do something with this. And I wouldn't be surprised if they go on ahead. But I want to say, please do it. Please do it. Some of us are trying to build our career off of this. And we're trying to warn you, not because we hate things like this, but we're trying to warn you because we actually want you to do well. We want this series to do well. I've been made fun of because I didn't read the books and that I missed out on the books, and I was looking forward to this series because I thought with this series I'll be able to get more expanded world, or more into the expanded world of Harry Potter, that I'll be able to get more of the things that people got from the books from the very series, because 2 hours of an episode or a movie is not enough to cover an entire book. But if you made a series about it, you'll be able to cover more things in the book. But with this thing that they're trying to do, where they're trying to center diversity, equity, and inclusion, well, it's bringing a lot of skepticisms, and I don't think that it's going to help their cause at all. But in any case, you guys, let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. I want to thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe, ding that bell for notification, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Take care, peace, and science out. Bye-bye now.